Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Orcs Must Die Unchained. Today we're not going into Chaos Trials, but I'm going to demonstrate you a mechanic with the Control Resonator. And Viscous Tar, of course. Those two combined. So, first off, I'm going to show you off my deck, which I'm going to use for this demonstration. It will be, actually let's remove Brimstone. It will be our two towers and our boom barrel. This is it, this is what we're going to use. The traits, they don't really matter. We do have the ultimate set of tools, but that will not influence the test. 6% is not meaningful at this point. Alright, let's go first the workshop. Let's go into our torrent Viscous Tar. On my tower I'm running Mana Siphon and Health Siphon, also with a subsidized part. And on my Viscous Tar, considering I'm using Viscous Tar for my Chaos Trials runs, I'm going for more money generation to build kill box faster. Plus extend parts to make the strap a little bit cheaper. So, as you see, there is no damage enchantment on those two. And on our boom barrels, we are currently only rocking the stamp parts to make them a little bit cheaper. So there are also no enchantment right there. Damage 250 with 144%. We're at around 600 more or less. We don't need to work too specific with it, because it will not matter. We're going for a visual test, not a complete math test, considering I do not have the proper numbers of the HP pool of enemies. So it's all guessing. So first off, we need two Control Resonator in the bank. I have one right there. The other ones are in the Ceiling Ballista, because I'm using the Ceiling Ballista quite often. Same as for the Wall Charger, and I used it for the Swinging Mace in the last run I had. So there we go, now we do have two Resonator in the bank, two Control Resonator. So overall we would increase the bonus damage of our Boom Barrel by 60%, which is on top of those 144, so it's an increase by 200%. Around 200%. Of course a little bit more. But we're not going to do it just yet. First off, we go into our apprentice run. And we go with an hero who is relatively tanky and yet somewhat fun to play. I personally will choose Horgoth. The hero does matter. So let's go into K1 Living. This is our test build. This is all what we need. Currently going into an Apprentice Paths. And let's go. So. Again, I'm just going to create this video to prove a statement. Not in the sense of I have to defend myself, because nobody believes me. It's more of a you have a guaranteed proof in front of you that you can rely on. This mechanic, or this synergy rather, was also confirmed by a robot employee. So all in all, it should be known by now. But considering it's still relatively confusing and the Control Resonator doesn't tell that it works on slowed enemies, or at least Tar slowed enemies, it's also not intuitive, and people just don't know it. Alright, so what we first off need is a Hunter. Because Hunters are relatively tanky, they do have a really huge HP pool, more or less. And they will hunt me down, so it makes it easier to lure them to the tower over there and to activate the boom barrel. There we go. I shouldn't have activated it. Please run out. Okay. Oh well, not a big deal, not a big deal. We will wait for the next wave of hunters. That's okay, it's not a big deal. Unfortunately, I'm not going into editing. It doesn't look as clean if it's edited. So that's why I just jump into it and demonstrate it. And will demonstrate it to you live. Alright. So, of course, the only difficulty we will run into it is we are not allowed to hit the hunter at all. Because as you see right now, it's up to 350 damage. One hit. This will, of course, create different numbers on them. So, let's see. In here we go with, let's say, a little bit more tankiness. Again, it doesn't matter. So, there we go. There's a hunter, one is already charging. And there we go. So this is the hunter which we hit with our basic attack, and this is the hunter which got hit only by the boom barrel. And as you see right now, he has almost half of his HP. So it takes around 2 bars, 2.8 bars, let's put it that way. So, there we go. This has been proven with Tar. I just lose this round right away. Now we go into one more round with normal. No, actually Tar is not important right now. I just demonstrated you the damage of the boom barrel. What it does. There we go. Now we go into our workshop again. Look for a boom barrel, there it is, and we include a control resonator. 2 control resonator, 60%. Extra 60%. So in theory it should deal more damage to them. Also we go with a hero we have a little bit more control over, which will be Ivy. So we will hit only the boom barrel and not the enemy. And let's get right into the game. I've chosen the lightning ring, so I do have a little bit easier to deal with enemies. Considering through the lightning they will explode, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter, basically. But alright.
Let us work together, yeah?
So first off, let's set up the area where we are going to test them, which will be right here.
It will do.
Plus the boom barrel over there. So don't remember, they had...
There, I think.
Oh, this is actually a really bad example, I forgot how. Alright, they had... they lost 2 bars. 2.5 bars. More than 2.5. It was almost 2.8 or 2.7 bars. Of the bars. There we go, I apologize, but it will make sense. It does make sense. So we go first off into some lightning. So we have it easier to deal with the first wave of enemies. Just keep shooting forever until we hear them. Okay, activated too early, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's hope. There's the first hunter incoming. We hit him with a boom barrel, and there we go. This is the actual damage. It was almost 5 bars. 5 bars of damage on the hunter right there. So this is... Let's just leave the game. This is the only possible test we can do, or the only reliable test we can do for this sort of thing, because we don't have proper numbers on the enemies. Or at least not proper known numbers. They're always shadowed over some facts, and there are some people claiming they have so much HP and so much HP, but fact is we don't know to 100% how big their HP pool is. Of course, if someone calculates how big a bar is, then yes, of course, it's possible to calculate the HP. But I haven't looked into it. I've only looked into the config files, and they are lying most of the times. Or at least I've been told they are lying. Anyways, so far for my useless babbling. This, as I said earlier, this will be a short video. Or if I haven't said it, it is indeed a short video. But I just wanted to show you the functionality of the control resonator, that it indeed works on Tar. Viscous Tar. If you want, we can... Actually, I want it. It might be enough for you if you're only using Viscous Tar. But I also would like to demonstrate it with normal Tar, just for the safety's sake. Without going into any assumptions, we just try it out this way. Alright.
I'll try to keep you all alive.
So first off, we can actually go right away. There is no need to wait. Let's place the Viscous Tar right here. Not quite. Need one more, and then we go into our safe space with a Tar backup. And we'll place a boom barrel on it. There we go, let's go into some safety right there. And then we just wait for another wave of hunters. Let's go with another lightning, so we don't run the risk to be pushed away by the enemies, even though they are apprentice, considering Ivy has only one shot, or her low attack speed and only hits one enemy at a time. We just play safe. Okay, there we go. There's the first hunter just behind me. I hit him. I hit him again. Let's wait for the next hunter. And there we go, we hit him, and there we go. On Tar, the same HP bar. Almost a little bit more than 5.5 bars. There we go. Which is a really great series in this case. Alright, anyways. This was a short episode. It was a little bit laggy in terms of commentary, but this was a test. I also showcased it on my stream, on my channel. But there we go. Now also my YouTube crowd, or at least everyone who watches my content once in a while, has the same information as everyone who watches my content on Twitch. And will hopefully spread this word around the entire community. Alright. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you could learn something. If you indeed learned something, subscribe to my channel so you will know when the next video comes live. I'm going to create those showcases of synergies and trap synergies or trap mechanics a little bit more often. So it will include a lot of, or it should include a lot of knowledge if you're interested in this game. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have a nice day.